Yeah, what's happening? It's the big boss, Ricky Ross. And right now I gotta salute my brother, none other than Jeff Fox. Ricky Ross, M.I.A.O., we paying homage to a real nigga, DJ Jeff Fox, forever.
The Jeff Fox Radio Show.
One, two, 1, 2. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, are we live? Are we live? Give me a little volume on my headphone. A little more volume on me. There we go. Give me a little more volume. Right there. Yeah, right there. Right there. Right there. We was coming off like a Chinese movie. And I meant all but Chinese people out there, because I know you can't say nothing these days. But welcome to the Jeff Fox Show right here on Rep Your City TV. You want to hit that intro again? Give it to him again. Rick.
Yeah, what's happening? It's the big boss, Ricky Ross. And right now I gotta salute my brother, none other than Jeff Fox. Ricky Ross, M.I.A.O., we paying homage to a real nigga, DJ Jeff Fox, forever.
The Jeff Fox Radio Show.
I like when she says that. The Jeff Fox Radio Show. What's happening, everybody? What's going on? Miami, wherever you are, anywhere in the world, thank you for joining us right here on the Jeff Fox Show. As usual, we got Fish and Grits.
What up, Jeff?
On the ones and twos. What up, Fish?
Loving life over here, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm loving life too, man. It's good to be here with the peoples, giving them what they want. And what they want is the Jeff Fox Show on Rep Your City TV. So here's what's popping right now. We setting all kind of damn records and stuff for this pandemic. Can you believe it, man? Still, they still can't get stuff right, man. Still can't get it right. You know, and Thump is saying all kind of stuff. And DeSantis, or Death Santis, as they call him on the streets. Death Santis.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Y'all got to tighten up, man. Y'all got to tighten up. But I don't want to talk about them for too long.
No.
Too long. You know, we just trying to get it right for one more night. Folks, hit us up on Radio City TV is where we are, where you always find the show. Those of you streaming on Facebook, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you share the show, share the link. And, of course, box us if you want to, advertise or email me at repyourcitytv@gmail or getdattea@gmail. And the most important thing of them all, what is that, Fish? Cash App. Yes, the Cash App, man. Fire it up. All right, Radiohost1 on the Cash App. Get at us. Show me some love on the Cash App. Thank you to everybody, and especially, Elisa Strawn. She sent, a serious donation, okay? I'm going to do my Trump impersonation, okay? Appreciate that, Elisa Strong. All right, much love to you from the 242. So, breaking news in the NBA, Russell Westbrook and James Harden, Fish, have coronavirus.
Wow, they got the Rona.
They got the Rona. Houston Rockets backcourt. Who else has? Michael Beasley, former Miami Heat player. He has the coronavirus. There's a snitch up there in the bubble in Orlando.
Yeah.
According to my man Tyler Butler from the X Squad, there's somebody up there that's just snitching on everybody. Like, if you leave the bubble to go get food or whatever, or to pick up a chick or whatever, they will snitch on you. So,
wow.
I don't think this thing is going to get done. We're about 2 weeks from the return of the NBA.
In the bubble.
No fans, no nothing. Sports is crazy, man. The pandemic has changed everything. Everything has changed as we know it.
Do you get to watch this on TV?
Yeah, it's going to be on TNT. We're going to get to watch all the games.
Nobody there.
Nobody in the stands. It's outside of the personnel from each basketball team.
So what they putting up like around the stands? They must be.
They'll probably have like a wall or something with advertising on it, something like that.
What about we just tell them to protest and get all the people like Kobe Bryant who died, you know what I'm saying, things like that. Because you know what, Jeff? A lot of people, this pandemic hit so hard to people forgot Kobe.
Yeah,
They forgot
Kobe was
about
at the
Kobe.
beginning of the year. I mean, and again, people are dying everywhere, man. And I feel bad for Miami. I'm really worried about us here. I'm worried about the kids going to school. I'm very worried about that. I'm worried about teachers, people who have to go out there, bus drivers, because I know of a couple that died already. This thing is serious, man. And you got to wear your mask. I don't care what the dumbass president says. Wear your mask.
Yes, sir.
Or the dumbass governor, Death Santis. I mean, that's kind of funny, but it ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? So protect your kids, protect your family, mask up. All right? So I told you about the Rockets in the NFL fish where the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia Phillies have announced, the city of Philadelphia have announced that no fans at their games.
No fans.
According to ESPN, no fans at Eagles games, no fans at Phillies games.
No germs.
The Philly, I mean, I can't imagine a football game with no fans, but it's come to that.
I think they should put some type of Zoom together with this.
Zoom the fans in?
Yeah. Zoom the fans in.
Man, I don't know. I don't know what the Dolphins are going to do. Dolphins have a great organization. Shout out to Jason Jenkins, Tom Garfinkel, all the guys down there, the Miami Dolphins organization. They do a great job. I don't know what y'all going to do. Miami Hurricanes, I don't know what y'all going to do. Wow. High school football, I doubt we get high school football. They already said at the hotbed for high school football in America, one of the hotbeds, Florida is one, Texas is two. Texas and California. No high school football in Texas.
At all.
At all.
Wow.
That's like just taking the life out of people, man. But they're doing this because we want to live. We want to be safe.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. So
I told you last week Patrick Mahomes got the big money contract, $500 million, $500 million.
Oh, my God.
Told you about that. The Tennessee Titans, they made the playoffs last year. Ryan Tannehill was the quarterback.
Ryan.
The same Ryan Tannehill that Dolphin fans wanted to throw in the garbage.
Yeah.
Made the playoffs with the Titans, got within a whisker of the Super Bowl. Why? Because he gave the football to Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry,
the big truck driver,
is a bad man. And the Titans have to think about paying this man after they paid Ryan Tannehill, who did nothing but give the ball to Derrick Henry and watch him run over people.
Wow.
Like, what kind of bullshit is this? Come on, man. Derrick Henry is a bad man. I suggest the Tennessee Titans get that contract done, and they have until tomorrow to renegotiate his terms and pay the man.
Wow.
This dude runs over people like Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl. Don't believe me? Just watch. Stuff. I love it. Love it. Derrick Henry, man, running over people like he was in Tecmo Bowl. That really happened, man, Fish.
Wow.
I mean, I'm pulling for the Titans to get to the Super Bowl just to see what Dolphin fans would say, but it didn't happen.
Wow.
It didn't happen for them. Shout out to everybody, man, that's watching the show right now live. Later on in the show, my cousin is going to be here. Yeah. Cynthia Booker.
Wow.
She's a financial advisor, and I need some financial advice because the brother is broke.
Right now,
right now,
this is a crisis.
The pandemic just shut all of us down, man. Before the pandemic, I was DJing at the round table. I was rolling in dough, man.
Rolling.
Like New Jack City, Nino Brown. You know, I was balling. But
wow,
it is what it is, man. Shout out to Terica, who's watching us live as well.
Sound like your Cash App going on.
Yeah, the Cash App is ringing, baby. Hit us up, Radiohost1 on the Cash App.
You not broke no more.
I ain't broke no more. $75. $5. It ain't gonna hurt you. Send your boys through. Because we gotta pay for the studio time and all that. We got some fancy digs here at the Rep Your City Studios. So, Fish,
yeah.
we've been all over the Black Lives Matter, and we've been trying to get the cops when they behave badly. And we show love to the cops when they're good.
Okay.
All right, so this next clip, I want you guys that are watching on Facebook Live and that are watching us right now, help me judge this situation. Did the cops handle this good, or did they screw it up? All right, this is a situation. You got a brother at his own house. You know, he didn't know that the alarm went off and the police came to the house to check out the situation.
Wow.
Now, I want you to watch the video and tell me if it's a case of good cop or bad cop. You make the decision.
Right now, just put your hands.
For what? Tell me for what?
We got 4-4 alarm here. I got open door. I'm trying to make sure.
I just talked to the alarm people.
Okay. Have a seat.
And it's
Have a
I got
seat.
neighbors outside.
Have a seat.
For what am I? What is the
Because
problem?
we're going to clear the rest of the house. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Bro, what? How y'all come to somebody's house to do this?
Have a seat.
What have I done wrong?
Put him in the car. All right, come on. Let's
I
get.
haven't done nothing wrong.
Let's go. Step outside.
Bro, I haven't done nothing wrong.
Step outside.
Come on out. Put your hands up. Just. Okay, all right. Just come on out. You got the firearm in your hand? Drop the gun. Drop the gun. Okay, come on out here. Come on out here. Just come on out for me.
What you mean, come on?
Just come on out of the house, please.
I got on my drawers.
Come on out of the house, okay?
What am I gotta record this shit. Y'all crazy as hell. Hold on.
Turn around. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Turn around for what?
Put your hands behind your back and get down on your knees.
For what?
Put your hand. Turn around. Put your hand behind your back and get down on your knees.
For what?
Turn around and face away from me.
Why?
Turn around and face away from me.
For what?
Turn around and face away from me now.
I didn't do nothing.
Put your hands behind your back and face away from me.
I got on drawers. You gotta call your
Put your
supervisor.
hand. They're on the way. Now just put your hands.
For what? Tell me for what?
We got 4-4 alarm here. I got open door. I'm trying to make sure.
I just talked to the alarm people.
Okay. Put your.
I just talked to the
We'll sort that out, okay? Now just put your hands behind your back.
Yo. This shit is crazy.
What is your name? Okay. Do you live here? Okay. Do you have an ID? So like I said, I got a call here for a 4-4 alarm, right? So I come here, the door's unlocked, right? I make announcements, no one answers.
I can't hear you.
Okay, I make several announcements, no one heard me.
asleep, I can't hear you.
Just listen to me, okay? I made several announcements, right? Okay? So then you come downstairs, you got something in your hand, you tell me it's a fire.
I'm a club owner. People try to rob you every day.
I get that, okay? Well, I'm giving you orders. Okay, you put the gun down. I'm just trying to figure out whether you're supposed to be here or not, okay?
I got on draws, bro. What the fuck you mean I'm supposed to be here?
I made several announcements when I first got here. There were no answers, okay? And then about 5 minutes later, I gave another announcement. He said, I'm inside. I gave him commands to come to the front. He came down the stairwell. He had a firearm in his hand. Okay? I told him to drop the firearm. He dropped the firearm.
You don't release the channel.
I told him to then walk this way and turn around and put his hands behind his back. He didn't want to do that at first.
I'm at home, bro. Y'all killing people these days. I'm at home. I ain't bothering nobody. I stay in the house so I don't have to bother nobody. I'm a business owner. I see somebody coming to my door. Of course I'm gonna come down with a firearm. You talking about come outside? You know what I mean? And it's I got neighbors outside.
Have a seat.
What is the
Because we're going to clear the rest of the house. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Bro, how do y'all come to somebody's house to do this?
Have a seat.
What have I done wrong?
Come on. Let's go.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Let's go. Step outside.
Bro, I haven't done nothing wrong.
Let's go. Step outside.
I believe it escalated because either I was stereotyped, it could have been because I'm big and black.
Wow. Good cop or bad cop, Fish? I mean, think about this before you get answer. Think about it. They get an alarm.
Yeah.
They go to the house. The door's open.
Yeah.
They announce themselves, and nobody comes out. They announce again.
Yeah.
Guy comes downstairs, says he has a firearm, and then they handle him the way they have. They put him in cuffs.
All BS.
Bad cop, right? If them, okay, it's a black guy, big black guy like me.
Yeah.
If that's a white guy, is he treated the same way?
Different.
You think so?
Different.
So Fish says bad cop. Fish says bad cop. What say you, those watching on right here on Facebook Live and streaming on Rep Your City TV? Let us know. Let us know. I think it's a case of, I think bad cop too, man. I mean, I get it that the cops have to assess the situation. But if the man's coming downstairs in his drawers, he must live there. He must live there.
Common sense.
How are you going to say, well, you know, the door was open? Like, who walks around in their drawers? Which grown black man walks around in his drawers? I doubt that's the burglar. What made the cops come there in the first place was the alarm tripped.
Okay.
So the alarm tripped, and they came, guns out. You know, of course, you know, that's how you got to do your job as a cop. But
yeah,
if you see a guy who comes down, says he's a homeowner, in his drawers, then he must be the homeowner. And you don't have to put cuffs on him.
I would ask for ID first.
Yeah, you could ask for ID and all that. I just thought they handled it wrong. I think my man has a lawsuit on his hands, and they might have to pay up. They might have to cut the check.
Yeah.
You know? So these are the types of things that law enforcement is faced with. You know, and in a lot of cases, they don't know how to deal with us black people. That's just what I see. I think if that man was white, came downstairs in his pajamas or whatever, you know, they'll say, I think he's treated entirely differently. That's just what I believe. Let me know what you believe by hitting us up in the comment section here on the show. Now, the cops here in North Miami, they've been trying to do a better job. They've been trying to connect with the community, get to know people. The Circle of Brotherhood, we were there at their press conference.
Yeah.
And you and I spoke with Chief Jurika from the North Miami Police Department. Good dude, big dude. Looks like he could play tight end for the Miami Dolphins. And here's how that conversation went. All right, this is Jeff Fox with Rep Your City TV, the Jeff Fox Show. I'm here with Chief Jurika. Yes, he looks like a superhero, folks. I talked to you a couple of years ago in North Miami at the concert that you guys were having there, a local concert during Black History Month, and you've continued your work. First of all, thank you for what you've done, the work you continue to do. As you work around your colleagues today, though, what type of feeling did that give you personally when you look in this room?
I was so proud not only to see my colleagues from the law enforcement community, but my colleagues from the community. Brother Lyle, all the members of the Circle of Brotherhood, and all the interested parties who were here today. You know, the media came out, the community leaders came out. It was great to show the unification, as Brother Lyle was talking about, the call for justice. Let's stop this nightmare and work together.
What do you tell an officer? Because I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. When sometimes it feels like you're the lone wolf and you see somebody doing misconduct, how do you encourage them to speak, you know, to take action, even if it's just them?
Number one, it's in our policy that you are to act, but regardless of the policy, you have to have the courage as a human being. You have to be the one to speak up and say, stop. You have to be the one to see, this is getting heated. Hey, I got this. You have to be the one, and that's what we're teaching. We're leading by example, but we're also teaching our officers. There's no covering things up. There's no turning your back. The inaction is just as bad as the action. So we tell them, you're the courageous one when you speak up. It's a positive when you do the right thing.
Yes, because America's looking around at what happened in Minneapolis, and a lot of us question the inactivity, you're right, of the other officers. And he just stood there with his hands behind his back and made him just as complicit as the one with the knee on the neck, correct?
You are correct. By turning your back, by looking the other way, looking off in the distance, you know what's going on. Everybody standing around knew what was going on, and nobody did anything. And that's where the ultimate tragedy is.
Thank you so much, Chief Juriga. I love your name. And the Dolphins need a tight end, by the way. I think I told you that the last time. Great. You too, man. Take care.
Yo City.
You know what, Fish? I don't think he likes when I say that joke. He didn't laugh. And that's the second time I told him the Dolphins need a tight end.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, don't be trying to make fun of my size, man. You know, I think the next time I talk to Chief Jurica, I will stay away from the jokes. He wasn't laughing.
It's a big motherfucker.
He just looked at me like, yeah, okay, bro. You said that last time. But you got to say that again for.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't want to rub him the wrong way. Let's shout out a few people, man.
Yeah.
Avery Washington from the 305 is watching. Tiana is watching. Love her. Sean Williams up in Tampa is watching. My brother Harold in the Bahamas is watching. We're going to have a relative, Cynthia Booker, our cousin, is going to come on the show in a little bit and tell us how to handle our paper. You know what I mean, Fish?
Getting to the money.
Get to the money, man. It's pandemic time. We don't know what's going to happen. The club is closed. I would normally be at the round table.
Wow.
DJing. And listen, man, life was good. Especially old school Sundays. But I ain't trying to get the Rona.
The Rona.
Yeah, the Rona's killing people, man.
The macarona.
I get it that you guys miss the clubs and want to have parties and stuff, but please be careful.
The Rona.
Yeah, be careful. Social distance, wear your mask, do whatever it is that you have to do. You just spray some Lysol. Stop it, man, but not with the Lysol. Okay, let me spray the mic right there. All right. Yeah, make sure you can get some of this if you can. You know, Lysol is a very, very good thing to have. It says on the can it kills the coronavirus.
Is it?
It says so on the can. I hope so. I hope it does. The next video I'm going to show, Fish, I had to think really, really hard about whether I wanted to show this video or not.
Why?
Because it's disgusting.
Wow.
It's disgusting. It's going to make you so upset. Some of you might send me some hate mail for showing this video. But I made a decision to show this video because the bastards, the scums of the earth, the lowlives in this video, I'm hoping that we can help identify them or that they've been identified already. This is terrible. This next video is horrible. And it's, people like to post ratchet videos on social media and go, world star, whoever filmed this video, man, I can't even find the words. All I know is it's disgusting. It's probably the worst video, other than the George, that I've ever shown on this show. It happened in Brooklyn. It's a young girl getting jumped by a group of people. It's disgusting. All right? Those of you in New York, you might be able to, if you can identify any of this video, please call the proper authorities. It's disgusting. Again. Can we show it again?
What, that video?
Yeah. If not, don't worry about it. It sickens me to see it. The reason I asked you to show it again, I want them to get caught, whoever they are. And look early in the video.
Did you see the kid?
The kid. That's what got me upset. And the sound of the kid crying got me more upset. Like, what kind of people are these, man? They're young people.
I don't like violence, but if that was my child, he kicked like that.
Somebody got to die, man. Like, I mean, and you're right. You don't want to condone violence, but that was terrible.
Let's look at it.
That.
Let's go to it.
Okay. Cut it. I mean, I want to help identify those kids. Hopefully the police have caught the people that did that. My understanding, Fish, is that this incident happened in Brooklyn.
Yep.
So I hope they caught the kids that did this.
That's sad, man.
And it's young people. Young people.
We out here protesting for us.
Yeah.
And those are young people.
Young kids, man.
Young.
Yeah, that's terrible, man, because
where is their parents?
Where's the heart? Who was the guy that kicked that kid? That kid's a toddler.
Oh my God, man. I don't even want to look at that.
We see a lot of stuff that make us very upset on social media. That was one of the worst things I ever saw. And I hope to God that young lady gets justice and that child isn't traumatized by watching a parent get beat right in front of you.
For sure.
That stuff can have negative effects. So, we don't condone that here on the Jeff Fox Show, Rapid City TV. Hey, don't forget to hit us up. Cash App is RadioHost1. Thank you for those that have donated so far. We definitely do appreciate you. We got music video, right?
Yeah, before we go to the music video, it's something else I want to show.
Okay.
Salam.
Yeah, that's it. Salam Remy with our the great Sandra Bland. And I say great.
Oh, you talking about with Sandra Bland?
Yeah. Sandra Bland.
We'll show that.
Sandra Bland, I think, was murdered 5 years ago yesterday. And this very creative artist, Salam Remy, along with help from CeeLo Green, did a music video.
Yeah.
Tribute, with Sandra Bland leading the way. Let's take a look at it right now here on the Jeff Fox Show.
It's time, y'all. It's time. this thing that I'm holding in my hand, this telephone, this camera, it is quite powerful. Social media is powerful. We can do something with this. If we want to change, we can really, truly make it happen. You know, we sit out here and talk about, oh, we need the next so-and-so and this and that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Start in your own home. Start with you.
Dark brown shade of my skin only adds color to my tears that splash against my hollow bones that rocks my soul. Looking back over my false dreams that I once knew, wonder why my dreams never came true. Is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me, what can I do? Oh, something's holding me back. I wonder, is it because I'm black? It is one of the pity. I was raised in a ghetto city. Said, Mama, she worked so hard to earn every penny. Oh, Lord, something's holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Like a child stealing his first piece of candy and got caught. People around life's corner, but somewhere I got lost. Oh, something is holding me back. I wonder, is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me, what can I do? Will I survive? Or will I die? Oh, it keeps on holding me back. Is it because I'm black? The dark brown shades of my skin only add color to my tears. Oh, that splash against my hollow bone that rocks my soul. Oh, Lord. Looking back over false dreams that I once knew, wondering why my dreams never came true. Is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me, what can I do? Oh, something is holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Yeah. Oh, something's holding me back. I wonder, is it because I'm black? Whoa, something is holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Oh, something is holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Oh, it keeps on holding me back. Is it because I'm black?
Powerful.
Yeah, that was
Powerful, man.
some good shit.
Yeah, man, definitely powerful video right there. Love that. Rashad, Salam Remy, featuring Sandra Bland. Also in that video, you saw the voices of CeeLo Green,
Yeah.
Stephen Marley, Anthony Hamilton.
Wow. You said Molly?
Yeah, Stephen Marley.
Wow,
Bob's
Bob
son.
Marley.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good stuff right there, man. It showed the faces of the victims. All of them we must not forget. We must not ever forget. Keep that Black Lives Matter movement going. because we're all about Black Lives Matter here on this show. We support it 100%.
You better believe it.
Our next video is a brother from Miami, my boy, Jay Shin.
Okay.
And he's a featured artist on this video from Bobby Washington. I'm going to show this video. And then on the other side of the video, we're going to come back here with Cynthia Booker, my cousin, who's going to talk to us about the importance of reinventing yourself during this pandemic. It's very important to listen to the words of Cynthia Booker. She's a financial advisor, financial planner.
We need that.
Sets you up for your future. Black people, we need this.
Listen.
Okay?
Pay attention.
Pay attention. All right? First video next up. This is Close to You by Bobby Washington and Jay Shin. Dade County, stand up.
Yeah, baby.
I gotta be close.
I gotta be close to you. Let me take the first verse, baby.
Tell me, can I get a chance, baby? I'm expressing my heart to you, don't please. I can feel your energy, a bad vibe. Seems to me you wanna leave. Girl, you know that I'm the man for you. Girl, you's a bad shit. Plus you know I got your back, shorty. There's no need to trip. Girl, I'll do better. Just give me one more chance. No need to be stressed. I can be your Superman.
To you.
I wanna be close to you.
I need to be
close to you, baby.
I wanna be
Close to you. Oh, baby.
I gotta be close to you. Baby, I'm not gonna waste no time. Give you all it is and girl, blow your mind. Kiss you on your navel, run my tongue down your thigh. Want it real deep, see that look in your eye. Ooh, right now it's going down. We're breaking the bed, hear that squeaking sound. I'm half in there and you're already there. You're screaming mode, oh yeah. Be close to you. Close to you, baby, baby. Oh yeah. I need to be so close, baby. To you, baby, 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 baby. I wanna be close to you. So close. I gotta be close to you. So close, yeah, baby, yeah. Close to you. Wanna get real close. Wanna do the most. Wanna make a real freaky episode. Yeah. Turn this fantasy into reality and give you something to remember me.
No one can shake this feeling, girl, you stay on my mind. I'm envisioning doing things, plus your body type. I wanna freak you from the bedroom to the kitchen floor. We could take it slow.
I wanna be close to you. I need to be close
To you, I wanna be close.
I wanna be close. You know, I wanna be. I got to be. Yeah. To you. Wanna be close.
once again, right back here on the Jeff Fox Show, Rep Yo City TV, the People's Show. My man Fish and Grits behind the boards over there. And we have a special guest, Mrs. Cynthia Booker. Family in the house tonight.
Yes,
How you doing today?
I am doing fabulous. When family tell you to come out and talk about the pandemic and talk about life and what's going on in society, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
My pleasure indeed. And of course, we want to talk about things people can do, especially us black folks, people of color, as they like to say. We got to come up with a plan. Life will probably never be the same. And these are some of the things we need to know anyway. I'm talking about saving, preparing for your financial future. Tell me more about yourself and why you decided to get into this business.
You know, I started off as a teacher, and that's what I do. I teach. I'm a mathematics teacher. And I find out that it's a struggle being a mathematics teacher, and we don't teach finance. And at the end of the day, people need finance in order to live for today. And then with this pandemic has showed people whereas you need extra finance. In one of our classes, we teach financial literacy, whereas you need 3 to 6 months of savings. And with this big pandemics that happened, many people did not have 3 to 6 months of savings. And we saw whereas within 2 weeks when the pandemic hit, the people was asking for food. So therefore, I saw that it was a need, and by me being a mathematics teacher, finance was something that it was right in line in what I was doing. So therefore, it's helping the community because that's who need help. The community need help. So
how can a family that's typically living check to check, what can they do to get themselves better situated for that future in case something like this happens, like this pandemic? I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for all of us, but you never know what type of curveball life will throw you. How does a family that's living check to check prepare for this moment?
Right, and then to a family that's living from check to check, we have something that called, whereas a family could sit down and budget what they have already, because a lot of time people think that you need a lot in order to start saving. It's like start saving from where you are. And then once you start saving from where you are, like make a budget, because at the end of the day, people live from day to day. They do not have a budget in place. So therefore, that's what we help people to start where you at, have a budget, and then start saving. Because typically, many people, they into religion, and the Bible tell you save 10%. So therefore, if a person cannot save 10% of their income, okay, let's start off where you're comfortable. And then that's how you could prepare. And, of course, we have our Saving Your Future book. This is Finance 101, whereas it helped the family, whereas they could learn to budget.
Very important.
Very important.
Very important. I always sucked at saving. I mean, from we had the little piggy banks as kids, I would save $1 and then I'll go buy some candy. And then I'm down to 50 cents. And that's followed me throughout my adult life. A lot of people live like that. A lot of us can't save. How do you get that discipline where you can just be strong enough to resist the temptation of going to the mall and getting that new bag or those new Jordans? How do you resist that temptation?
And then, too, when I think about how do a person resist temptation, it's all about changing their mindset. You have to first start changing the way that you think. If you don't change the way that you think, whatever you do in life, it will never work. Whether it's like I want to lose weight, because every new year, people want to do something. So, okay, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to lose weight. So therefore, it's a mentality. We have to change the way we think. We have to do it over and over until it become a habit. That's the only way that anything is going to change. We have to continue doing it over and over until it become a habit. Okay, I'm saving $100. Before I know it, I'm buying some new shoes. Okay, so I have to start back saving that $100 until it become a habit. That's the only way that anything will ever change. We have to make it a habit. We have to change our mindset.
We're talking with Cynthia Booker right here on the Jeff Fox Show, Rep Your City TV. Again, very happy to have you here. Tell me more about the financial literacy campaign and how that works.
Okay, our goal is to help at least 1 million people by the year of 2020. And we are like in big need, whereas we need more people to help us, because by being a teacher again, no one told me about finance. You would think by being in education that somebody will tell you about finance, but I missed that mark. So therefore, we saw that it was a need, that if people learn about finance, what's going to happen is our community going to start changing. Our community is going to look different because we're missing that missing piece, financial literacy. Once we start teaching about education and literacy, then the community start changing.
Tell me the name of the company again, and how people can find you guys.
Right. Well, I'm an independent professional.
Okay.
And you have my number,
Absolutely.
my email. They could easily contact me. We'll get that information later.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it takes a community to raise a community.
Yes.
And we need individual people, whereas to go out and spread out that information, because we are in big need.
Yeah.
Instilling that into our community.
Right.
Finance, Black Lives Matter, all of that go hand in hand.
The trap that a lot of people fall into, they have inadequate retirement plans, inadequate educational plans. I saw that, and of course inadequate medical plans, because we all get sick as we get older. What you're teaching here is exactly what we need to know in the black community in particular. We need to learn how to prepare for these things that we don't see in the future. It's best to have a plan in place. That is what you're doing, correct?
Right. And Mr. Fox, that's so very important that you said that retirement, medical. And there is different strategies that's in place, whereas people could start saving. Whereas, because I'm looking at retirement, people say, oh, you have to reach the age 65 to retire. 65 is not an age. 65 is what you have in your account. It's not an age. People say, oh, when I'm 65. No, it's what do you have in your account. And we have strategies that we could help people retire when they are ready. And like you said, medical. Medical is something that people don't talk about. It's like, while you're young, while you can, have the resource to save, do it. Because that's what it's all about.
Do you come across a lot of young people that feel like, because when we're young, we think we're going to live forever. We think we're invincible.
Right.
We don't think about the future.
Right.
Not so much. Do you have a lot of a program for young people to incentivize them to think about the foreseeable future?
Yes, we definitely do. We have our workshop, and this is for the young and the old.
It's the best time to start doing it,
young
people.
And the old.
Yes.
Because guess what? You're never too young and you're never too old. Because sometimes people say, oh, I'm 20 years old.
Right.
I'm fine. But I always tell a person, what if? You have to live life, what if?
Yep. You might slip on a banana peel.
Exactly.
You never know.
You never know. You have to look at life that way. So therefore, you have to set up a strategy. Yes, when you're young, that's the best time. Because while you're young, you have your energy, you have a whole lot of life ahead of you. And so what? You may be a little older. As long enough you are breathing, guess what? You still can make changes in your life. So therefore, we have something for everybody.
Right.
Whether you're 2 years old, 17 years old, and if you're still breathing at the age of 99, so therefore we have something for everybody.
All right. I love that. And of course, you can we're going to have all of Cynthia's information for you. Again, this is a very, very serious time during this pandemic. It's very important for all of us to reinvent ourselves. I'm looking to do that. I'm looking to get more involved in stocks and bonds and those types of things. We need to get our people to think about those type of things.
Right. And, and you mentioned, stocks and bonds, which is very great. You have something they call tax now, tax later, and tax deferred. What most of the people know a lot of people, they will they don't know that they're in the tax now
Right.
strategy.
Right.
All they know that, okay, I have a savings and checking, which is tax now. So now you have a savings and a checking, you're going to forever pay taxes. It's like we have to find out what the rich people are doing
Yeah, we
that
gotta think
we're
like them. Yeah.
not doing. So
Yeah.
therefore, it's like that's what we teach. But we know that 95% of the people, they're paying tax forever. And we trying to teach people, whereas you don't, let me show you how to pay tax just one time.
Mm-hmm.
And let your money that you pay tax for already
Work for
continue
you.
growing
Yes.
and let it work for you where you
Yes.
become your own money management, whereas you could leave a legacy behind for your family.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Knowledge is power right here on the Jeff Fox Show.
And again, it have to be applied knowledge, because knowledge, if it's not applied, it is useless.
Exactly. Cynthia Booker, thank you so much. My cousin, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and
in
make
the
sure
house right here
he's
on the
going to
Jeff
give you
Fox
the
Show.
information, whereas you could get in contact with me. And therefore, my name again is Cynthia Booker. Guys, email me at info.cbooker@gmail.com. And Mr. Fox will give you my phone number. Please get in contact with me, because at the end of the day, if you need a strategy, if you want to learn how to earn, because I know that a lot of people, because they do not have a job. So
Yeah.
therefore, if you're looking to do something different, if you want to reinvent yourself, we will have a mentor, a trainer to help you. So therefore, this is a perfect opportunity.
All right. Thank you for
Thank you so
supporting
much.
the Jeff
It's a
Fox Show.
pleasure.
I love you and I
Love
appreciate
you more. Mwah.
Rep your city.
How you doing? This is George Raymond and Edward Raymond, owners here at ER Custom Automotive, 7110 Northwest 6th Court, right here in Miami, Florida. We've been here since 1986, 35 years. I think we're doing something right. What makes us different from the rest of the shops is our customer service and our detail to work. Give us a shot. Check us out online at ercustom.com and watch out for our merchandise. Right here in the 305, ER Custom Automotive.
Yeah, great stuff right there. Of course, I had to take a quick commercial break. Got to pay the bills, man. Of course, hit us up on the Cash App once again, Radiohost1. All right, show your boys some love on the Cash App. If you want to advertise on the show, you see we got quality commercials. We do it real big here on the Jeff Fox Show. Get at us, all right, at getdattea@gmail. Get that T. And, of course, at Rep Yo City TV at Gmail. Rep Yo City at Gmail. All right? So, Fish, you ready to save your bread, man? You ready to save some money?
Save some money, huh?
That was a good segment, man. With Kaz,
Yeah,
man.
she did great.
And she is beautiful.
Yes.
And
yes.
she's beautiful. Thank you, Cynthia Booker, my cousin, for joining the show and giving us some good, great financial advice.
We need more of that.
We need more of that, and we got to reinvent ourselves because Thump, as they call him on the streets, Thump, they call him Trump, they call him Thump.
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck, the clown.
Pinocchio.
Yeah, we gotta get our finances together, man, because this dude is just taking us down the tubes, you know. And he's supposed to be. Listen, did you ever think you would miss George Bush? Miss George Bush. This dude is the absolute worst, for real, man. And he yesterday he tried to throw Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Right? Under the bus. And he retweeted Chuck Woolery, who is a game show host. You're the president of the United States, and you're going to take the advice of a game show host over a medical doctor. A guy, it's like I've not seen this type of buffoonery in my life. I really haven't. It's comical. You know, if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, I got this clip off of CNN, and they were talking about it yesterday. Check it out.
In our politics lead, the split between the President of the United States and his top doctors seems to have cracked wide open. President Trump this morning retweeting a former game show host and conspiracy theorist who accused the CDC and doctors of lying about the coronavirus in order to keep the economy closed and hurt Trump politically, a rather deranged accusation. Meanwhile, the White House is trying to undermine the nation's leading infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, disseminating what essentially amounts to opposition research against Fauci, taking quotes of his out of context, trashing him anonymously to reporters, a clear coordinated effort to undermine Dr. Fauci. So yes, just to sum up, I want to make sure you heard me correctly. The president, in the middle of a pandemic, is promoting the views of the virus of Chuck Woolery, while his White House is attacking Dr. Anthony Fauci. Moments ago, President Trump talked about this, as CNN's Caitlin Collins reports.
After multiple attempts to undercut him, the White House insisted today that President Trump isn't trying to discredit Dr. Anthony Fauci.
I find him to be a very nice person. I don't always agree with him.
Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany denied having anonymous officials distribute opposition-style research to reporters after they did just that over the weekend.
There's no opposition research being dumped to reporters, and we provided a direct answer to what was a direct question.
Though Trump has criticized anonymous sources in the past, an anonymous administration official claimed aides were concerned about the times Fauci had been wrong and circulated a list of bullet points with statements like this from early March.
There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
The list did not include statements from other officials who have also been wrong, like the Surgeon General, and it didn't include any of the president's false claims either.
Anybody that needs a test gets a test.
Instead, when it comes to medical advice, the president appears to now be turning to the former Love Connection game show host, Chuck Woolery.
What does it take for you to fall in love, Francie?
Trump retweeted Woolery after he claimed everyone, including the CDC, media, Democrats, and most doctors, are lying about COVID-19 in an attempt to hurt Trump politically. McEnany said the tweet was directed at rogue individuals inside the CDC who have leaked draft documents of reopening guidance.
When we use science, we have to use it in a way that is not political.
It's a similar sentiment to the one once echoed by Trump's former chief of staff.
That they think this is going to be what brings down the president. That's what this is all about.
But Mick Mulvaney appears to have reversed course. In a new op-ed today, Mulvaney cites firsthand experience that the U.S. has a testing problem, saying his own son waited 5 to 7 days for results while his daughter was denied a test altogether. Asked to respond to Mulvaney's criticism, the White House cited the number of tests conducted but ignored the long delays in getting results.
Yeah, our reaction is that we've tested, we lead the world in testing. We've done more than 40 million tests. That's an extraordinary number.
Now, Jake, when the president was speaking with reporters today, he did not acknowledge the delays in getting test results.
We lead the world in testing. Fish, do you care if we lead the world in testing? Like, this isn't a competition. Why do they say that?
This is sad, man.
This dude, we lead, we lead the world in testing. And if you don't test so much, you won't get so many results.
Complete joke.
The buffoonery. Oh, man, November 3rd cannot get here fast enough.
Oh, my God.
Please, you people out there,
and
please.
why have Sanchez, what's his name?
Death Santis.
Why haven't he closed Florida and we have the biggest numbers here?
Exactly. When New York hit 10,000 cases in one day, you know what they did? They shut down. When Florida hit 10,000 cases in one day, you know what we did? We opened Disney World.
Turn up.
Like,
we turned up,
man,
and guess what it is?
Folks,
guess what it is?
Get your Lysol.
Guess what it is? Look at this, Jeff.
Yeah.
Do you know right now what it turned right now is the it turned from DACA.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, they're dealing with our kids.
Right.
This stuff has turned from DACA to deal with our kids right here in Florida, all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
You sending them back to school. This is the new DACA.
Right. Right. And how do you tell people in the middle of a pandemic, I demand you, basically demanding that we send our kids to school? You know, shout out to Robert Runcie, the superintendent for Broward, who I understand issued a statement earlier today saying that there will be 100% online schooling in Broward County.
Oh, great! That deserves claps.
Yeah,
thumbs up.
Yeah, so I hope we do something similar in Miami-Dade, and I love Alberto Cavallo, the superintendent for Miami-Dade. I think they're going to get our stuff together.
I think we need to get him on the show, man.
Yeah, we're definitely going to reach out to him. My friend Uncle Luke is a good friend of his, so hopefully we'll get him on the show. Speaking of Uncle Luke, I was just kind of going through the archives a little bit, and I found an old clip of Uncle Luke on Arsenio Hall. Remember the song "Me So Horny"?
Yeah.
And there's a line in the song where they mention Arsenio on that song, the classic Two Live Crew record, "Me So Horny." Here's Uncle Luke from the Arsenio Hall show talking about how he came up with the parental advisory sticker that we always see on the CDs.
He did it.
Yep, Luke came up with that. He's talking about that and a little jokey joke for Arsenio. Check it out.
And the one that they were hearing on the radio. And, you know, we just said, okay, we got to do something different. You know, we took the sticker, put it on the albums, called all the retail stores around the country and said, hey, look, don't sell this one to the kids, sell that one to the adults.
Okay. Yes. It's all coming back now.
Uh-oh. Don't let all of it come back.
And somehow my name got in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course. You inspired us.
Let me hear. Let me hear.
Home watching Arsenio Hall. I got my black book for a freak to call.
Now,
that's awesome stuff. That's awesome stuff right there, Fish. Uncle Luke and Arsenio.
Uncle Luke.
Sitting back home watching Arsenio Hall doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
Brother Marquise on the rap lyrics right there doing his thing. Shout out to Brother Marquise. Yeah, that's a good dude right there, man. So we have come to the end of our journey. Before we go, you know, a little quick show tonight, but before we go, can I just take one more last poke at Will and Jada? I mean, it's been the story of the week. God. Everybody's been killing Will and killing Jada and August Alsina. And I know it's kind of going away now. I mean, this thing, I think when they did the Red Table Talk, they got like 9 million viewers on Facebook.
Yeah.
9 million. But I just thought the whole thing was so funny. Final thought from you on that Will and Jada thing. Like, were you kind of cool with the way they handled it? The entanglement?
Well, you know, that's what they do. They just, you know, identify themselves, who they are.
They do what they do. Yeah. I don't have a problem with the whole situation.
Only problem I have with a marriage and things like that is the kids.
Yeah, it sets a bad example for the kids. It kind of screws them up in the head.
Well, if you look at them, and you can tell it did something to them.
Yeah. I had a good laugh, though. I mean, I thought there was, social media was killing the Will and Jada and August. But this next video I thought was the funniest thing I saw all of last week. This is hilarious. Take it out. Take a look.
You ain't got to do nothing, Uncle Phil, you know? Hey, this ain't 5 years ago, you know? Ain't like I'm going to be sitting up every night asking my wife, when's August coming over, you know? Who needs them, right? I had a couple trash movies, right? Wild Wild West, that was garbage, right? I, Robot, that was a subpar movie. Okay, 7 Pounds was born, right? But I did Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2, I Am Legend. Hey, August is 14 when I did Pursuit of Happiness. He's 21 years younger than her. To hell with them! I ain't need her then and I don't need her now. Now, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm going to do Bad Boys 4 without her. I'm going to do I Am Legendary without her. I'm going to do a CD. I'm going to do a whole bunch of songs. It'll be the best CD there ever was. And I sure as hell don't need it for that, because all she going to do is throw Tupac in my face in front of my kids.
It froze on me. All she gonna do is throw Tupac
Wow.
in my face in front of my kids. And you should have seen Uncle Phil's
Hey,
face.
but hey, check this out.
That was funny, man.
I think Will got a special gift. He predicted August was gonna smash.
Yeah, I guess so, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. Hey, thanks to our special guest tonight, Cynthia Booker. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Her number is 754-400-0363. That's 754-400-0363. Email her at info.cbooker@gmail.com. That's info.cbooker@gmail.com. Next week, A Stone, R&B singer from Miami, is going to be here in the house. And we want you to get to know your local politicians. So we'll have somebody that's running for a local office here on the show next. We're improving it, man. It's getting better.
Getting better.
All right. Thank you, Fish and Grits. Outstanding as usual. Everybody else streaming the show, and those of you that have supported us on the Cash App, $Radio-Host1, thank you. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, what's happening? It's the big boss, Ricky Ross. And right now I got to salute my brother, none other than Jeff Fox. Ricky Ross, M.I.A.O. We paying homage to a real nigga, DJ Jeff Fox, forever.
The Jeff Fox Radio Show.